Thousands of years ago, before history was written, there was a warning. A warning not meant to be read, but to be felt. Anyone who comes close, anyone who disturbs the sleep of the dead, anyone who reaches for what does not belong to them, will be folded by death with its wings. The ancient Egyptians did not fear death. They feared being disturbed after it. They believed the soul does not disappear. It returns. It returns to the body, inside the tomb, to begin a new journey in another world. That is why their tombs were never just stone and sand. They were doors. Doors to a hidden realm, guarded by curses, sealed with rituals, and watched by entities never meant to be seen. Every tomb was a trap. Every sarcophagus was a warning. Whoever entered without permission would never leave the same. Some entered, laughed, mocked the legends, and said, "There is nothing here." Days later, they began to hear whispers in the dark, voices with no source, shadows moving without bodies. Then the disasters began. Illness with no explanation, madness with no cause, death sudden and unforgiving, as if something had awakened. The curse was not always immediate. Sometimes it waited. It watched and chose the perfect moment. Some claimed they saw black figures with wide open eyes, long arms reaching from the walls. Others felt their soul being pulled from their body, watching themselves from above, lifeless. Some survived, but none returned unchanged. Hair turned white, minds fractured. The curse was never about gold. It was never about treasure. The curse protected sanctity. It protected eternal silence. Even those who took something small, a charm, a statue, a fragment of a mummy, were not spared. Objects carry memory, and memory carries rage. Those who kept them watched ruin enter their homes. Death repeated itself. Loss followed loss. Dreams became nightmares, until the stolen objects were returned to where they belonged. Only then did everything fall silent. Science tried to explain it. They spoke of toxic air, ancient gases, deadly bacteria. But how does science explain that disaster follows the artifact wherever it goes? How does it explain that places housing mummies are always marked by fires, accidents, shipwrecks, and mass death? The truth is, some secrets do not want to be uncovered. Some doors were never meant to be opened. The ancient Egyptians did not only leave behind monuments, they left behind a warning. And even today, after thousands of years, the question remains: is the curse of the Pharaohs real? Or is the truth far more terrifying than we can endure?